it's high time now that we have to stop laughing at ourselves because it's just not funny anymore. If you think someone told you, oh, you're fat, and you just laughed it off. They told you, oh, you're dumb, and you laughed it off. Oh, they told you, oh, you're a topper, and oh my god, you're such a nerd, you're such a teacher's pet, and you laughed it off. If they're telling, oh my god, why are you so obsessed with your marks, and you laughed it off. If they're telling, oh my god, why don't you have a life, why don't you go out on weekends, etc., etc., and you laughed it off, it is high time that you stop doing that because it is not funny anymore. It and you should not be taking stuff as joke, and you should not be laughing at things which actually are not funny. And I know it comes from a place of awkwardness, it comes from a place of I don't know what to do in that scenario. And honestly, even me too, I go through the same things. Like most of the times, even I'm going through the same problem that I just laugh off at things that I don't really want to laugh at, and I'm just like, okay, why did I do that? Why I should not have done that? I should not have done that. But I try to improve. But there's so many people out there who are still laughing at jokes which are not funny, and you don't deserve that. Like, and let me tell you exactly why. Because whatever they are commenting about, first of all, they don't have a right to talk about that. Second of all, they don't have a right to make it funny. Okay. Third of all, it is not funny. Okay, it is not even a joke. It's such a bad joke. It's just outright disrespectful. And we are here, we're in a scenario, okay, maybe they're a senior, maybe they're a boss, maybe they're a colleague, maybe they're like a really close friend, maybe they're not that much of a close friend, maybe it's in a group, maybe it is in private, maybe it's just a misunderstanding whatsoever. The first step to avoiding the scenario that you ever be in is to actually communicate and tell them ki, actually what you just said is not funny. I really don't like it, so let's just not do it again. Okay, because I'll tell you one of like a very one incident that happened with my very close friend. So basically I was, I think, just teasing her about one thing that key xyz, and she really cut the call, and she drew a very very strong line saying ki, you don't get to talk to me about this in this way because it is not funny, it is not a joke for me, and you will not talk to me with this. And I was like, honestly, low-key so proud of her because people will cross your line. People will do that. Even I do that unknowingly, even though I would not want to, I do that. So people will cross the line because they don't know what is your line, and it is your responsibility to take that first step and tell them ki, okay, no, you have crossed this line and you're not supposed to do it. And if they still continue doing it, then it's something that's their issue, and then you should stop calling them your friends. Okay, don't be like yaar they मैंने तो उसको समझ जाना चाहिए था, etc etc, because no, there is no like समझना, समझाउing, etc etc things. Okay, it's honestly a very simple concept. Like, why do I always keep saying it's a very simple concept? But it genuinely is, because you just have to take a stand for yourself. And if you don't take a stand for yourself, who do you think will take a stand for you? No one. No one in this world would put someone else above you, because imagine you spend your entire life thinking about what would people think of you, what are, it's you in the center, right? So it's similar to the rest of the people, right? They are thinking they are in the center of the universe, and as it should be. So imagine the only person that you will spend the rest of your life with, you allow people to disrespect that, you allow people to make comments on things that are not funny. And this happened a lot to me in college, this happened a lot to me in my school life, this also continues to happen, and it's something that I am improving personally. But I just wanted to bring this out to you because you have a choice to stop it by taking a stand for yourself. And it is so awkward to do that, trust me, because there's this, it is not as simple as just telling them ki, yeah, just blah blah. It is not, it's not as simple as telling them ki, okay, I do not like this joke, let's just not do it anymore. It is, in a lot of times there's a lot of nuances, and it is so complex. But the thing is, it starts from there, and that's the only place it can start from. So start from things that are easier, so maybe with your closest friend, because if they are not the ones who will understand, then trust me, they are not your closest friend anymore. They should not be, because if you tell them ki, I don't like this, okay, and they still continue to do that, then it is not a sign of a good friendship. Okay, you have to then reevaluate stuff, because who Because if imagine someone who's very close to you came and told you ki yaar people are talking about me in this man, I don't really like it and I've told them not to do it and they're still doing it, are they my friends? Would you tell that person ki no, no, they are still your besties, you should still be besties with them? No, you would not say that, right? You would tell them ki yaar nahi aisa nahi karna chahiye tha unhe, this is not the right way, this is not how it should have been done. So think that, take that into consideration. Take that there's someone who's coming to you for advice and you would not give that advice to somebody. So why are you taking that advice for yourself? Okay. I think it's very easy to find yourself in these type of scenarios, like where you're just, you know, where people are not talking to you, where people are just like this, that, this, that, this, that, this, that. And it is very easy to do that. But it's high time now that people realize that when people tell you ki it's not funny, it's actually not funny anymore. And when people tell you that they're done with it, they should be done with it. And same goes to you. If someone comes and tell you ki yaar I don't like this anymore, do not make a joke about it. You can be funny about other things in life. There's so many things that you can crack a joke on. But if they draw a line here saying ki I don't like it, please don't do that, please, I'm telling you I don't like this, and if you still continue to do that, then that's not a good thing and that's not a good sign. Someone's coming and telling you, respect that. Do not tell people that they're overreacting, okay? Because what may seem funny to you right now is probably not funny to them. The reason why I'm saying the first step is obviously to communicate and tell them that it's not funny. But even before that, the most basic thing that you could do that would like start this ball rolling is to just stop laughing. Stop LOing, stop LMAOing, texting lol, stop texting LMAO. Like, no, you can stop that. Stop laughing at those jokes. And that's a step, just ignore them. Do not laugh at them. And if they are a decent enough human being, right, they would realize that. But you cannot expect for them to realize that until unless you tell them. So once you've told them, that is the first step that you can take. Stop laughing at those jokes. Second step, go and tell them, ki, okay, I did not find this funny and I would respect if you don't say that to me again. I did not like this. I know ki it was just maybe an intention for you to crack a joke, but it's kind of sensitive and I don't want this to be a part of like a conversation that turns into comedy. Just try to be kind and don't attack them ki yaar how dare you say that to me, okay? Because they don't know na ki tumhara kya line hai. So just very kindly say that to them. And if they don't, then stop associating yourself with them, because there's no use. There's no use talking to people who are not going to listen to you. There's no use being in touch with people. And even if you have to be, I know there's a lot of situations where you have to be with people even though you don't like them, you don't want to be with them, etc., etc. In those particular situations, stop calling them your friends. Call them your colleagues, call them your acquaintances, call them your batchmates, call them your schoolmates. इतने सारे term बने दुनिया में, इतनी एक ऑक्सफोर्ड की डिक्शनरी लेके बैठो, इतने सारे terms है. Find out one term that works for the situation and use that. Do not ever call them a friend. Not even acquaintance. Like just tell ki हाँ, okay, there's someone I know. She's from my class. She's my friends. Someone I know through one of my contacts. But no बोलने की जरूरत. Just use a random word from dictionary and that's all. You don't have to call someone a friend when they are not a friend. And it's such an easy concept, but not everybody has to be your friend, okay? Anyway, that's it for today's video. I just wanted to tell that because you always have an option to stand up for yourself and you should know that. And honestly, even more than that, you should always use that, because given the choice, out of all the things that you could do, the worst choice always is not standing up for yourself, not standing up with what you believe in, not speaking out what you want to say. And I don't wish for anyone to be in that position that I have been in my life so many times. I have laughed at so many jokes that weren't funny. I have laughed at so many jokes that genuinely just hurted me and did nothing else apart from that. But I really was such an innocent kid back then. I did not know what to say. They were my friends. I did not, वो ना होता है ना कि my mentality was कि मेरे को बात का बतंगड़ नहीं बनाना है. And a lot of times when you are in that situation, this is the same mentality that you have कि यार मैं बोलूंगी वो बोलेगा इतना बड़ा सीन होगा इससे बेटर मैं हंस के इसको खत्म कर देती हूँ, ठीक है? And I know it is a very easy way out, but it's not the right way out. 2 days ago, I think this happened like I think yesterday or today, I was talking to one of my friends, okay, and she really does not like talking about money, okay, and she just never tries to negotiate or ask for like a higher salary or whatever. ठीक है, फिर मैंने उसको बहुत डांटा, मैंने बोला irrespective of whatever happens, you always have to fight for your salary, always have to tell you know you're capable of this, so you deserve this, so you want this, and this is your rate, this is your amount, whatever. You have to tell them कि यार इसके नीचे I'm not gonna do your work, you have to pay me this much. And I had like really told her this a lot. And the next day, she really went and she conveyed that. She talked to that person. She had a conversation with them. She told them, ki, okay, this is the thing, and I'm not going to work for less than this. These are the reasons why I don't want to undervalue my work, etc., etc. And I was so proud of her. Now, maybe she does not get that deal. Maybe, you know, उनकी capacity ही नहीं है वो pay करने के. So they will not probably give her the deal or whatever it is. But just the happiness of standing up for yourself, just the happiness of knowing that you did not laugh at any other joke on yourself, you did not laugh when it was not funny, you took a stand up, you took a chance on yourself, you put yourself first. And I think that is so important to learn. It's such an important skill to have, because you're going to find yourself in so many scenarios where you always will never have any other option but to trust yourself. So all of these little ways are going to help you build that trust, to build that sort of communication that eventually will help you achieve whatever you want to. And I think that's it for today's video, and I hope it is helpful. And just like let me know what you want me to talk about, because I've run out of ideas and stuff. So bye bye, have a good day, and see you in the next video.